a claw at the end of the day.
My fingers don't want to work. Hello, welcome to Acoustic Paradiso. Mick here.
I'm Pete. How are you doing? Faith guitars.
They've missed a bit off this one.
They have, yeah. It's a little bit here.
Yeah.
Looks lovely though.
You know what that's called?
Ellipse.
Scoop.
Scoop. That's what it is. Oh, I thought it was the scooping.
Okay, so
It feels lovely.
It
Sorry.
does. Yeah.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know. Does it? Kind of.
Because when you do that, bosh.
But we know there's no money.
Bosh.
We know there's no money up here.
There's no money up there. Money's here, kids. Right? Money, no money. Maybe if you're lucky, money.
We'll probably we'll make that gag in every video we make. No, okay.
Exactly.
So look, Faith Guitars, a really good success story of new British brand, came out years ago.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how long ago.
2000s.
Okay.
So not like 40 years old or anything, but in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And Faith kind of came out as a new brand, very lifestyle advertising, high emphasis on nice design, nice photography and all of that, and just created a brand kind of out of nothing, which is all very well if they'd lasted 2 or 3 years, but actually Faith has gone from strength to strength to strength to strength, and now makes probably, it's kind of the no-brainer mid-price choice in the UK, I would say.
Yeah. They make some good guitars.
Yeah,
good
if you've
specs.
got like 400 to 800 quid and you want a very, very well spec guitar, Faith absolutely has to be on your list.
Yeah, definitely.
To wit, we have two. Now these are called Mercuries, right?
Yeah.
Is the body shape?
The body shape, the range are the Mercury.
Which is
the Mercury
basically-
Scoop.
Yes, and the Scoop refers to this rather
exactly,
nice.
That's why. And
So, feature of high-end boutique guitar making for some time has been little scoops and cuts and chamfers and
small-bodied guitars attached to the 12th fret and all this sort of stuff, you know.
Yeah, but specifically
Anyway.
this kind of extra shaping.
Oh, has it? Okay, so the high.
And sometimes you get them. On
Of course, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All that stuff, yeah. No, I'm saying. Not that I can ever afford a guitar like that, so.
But it's a nice little feature in it.
It's a lovely little feature, and it does actually. It feels nice when you do that. It feels perfectly.
Yeah.
I understand why it's there.
I don't know about you, but I don't like cutaway guitars.
I'm not a big fan of it. Personally, I think it takes some of the sound away. I'm more, but that you can discuss that below, because that you can discuss that till the cows come home, as they say.
I don't know if it does or if it doesn't. I like old stuff.
Yeah,
so
I'm the same.
So I'm a traditionalist.
Yeah.
So if I did need to get up there, this appeals to me more than having to have a.
Exactly, I must say I've been looking at these guitars kind of
it's pretty.
It's very very pretty. So I was looking in the shop and I was looking at it going, what was that there? And you're kind of looking at it going, that looks a bit weird. But now that I actually get it in my hand on my lap, this actually feels. I know now why it is there. You know, if you do just want to go twiddle. Then it absolutely makes sense perfectly.
And it looks nice.
And it looks nice. It looks nice.
So they are both 24-inch scale, 610 millimeters.
Yeah. Attached at the 12th fret.
Which may not exactly be 24 inches, but it's there or thereabouts. 610 mil scale. Parlour guitars, 12 fret as Pete said.
Yeah.
Main differences being this one has.
This is an Engelmann spruce top. Sorry, I'm wrong. That's that one.
Yeah.
This is a cedar top. Sorry, it's late. This is the cedar top here.
Yeah.
In the nice bust. Looks lovely. And it's got a mahogany back and sides. And it's got
solid.
All solid. It's got a mahogany neck.
Yeah.
The fingerboard is Macassar ebony. So I don't know if that's a form of ebony. I've not heard of Macassar. Oh, is it?
I think so.
Is it a place?
I think so.
Ah, right, okay. Well, so it comes from Macassar.
I think. So.
Macassar Sukasa. Sorry.
No, I'm saying.
No.
Macassar. Okay, whatever. It's ebony.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Yeah, and this is ebony, and that's ebony, and this is ebony.
Yeah.
This is striped, which is nice. I like striped ebony.
Yeah, that's really nice. They look really nice. They're really nicely finished. You know, there's nothing to apart from
silica gel.
Silica gel in here, which we're going to leave in there because it's been in the case. So we just leave that.
Cedar. Engelmann spruce. Mahogany.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're both mahogany. So the only difference in terms of the tone woods is cedar. Now, I've heard it said that cedar has less dynamic range than spruce.
Okay.
And it kind of suits a softer attack because you get more dynamics out of it if you play soft.
Okay, so if you do something like this.
Give it a bit of Okay, I don't know.
So, well, you decide, because it's difficult to hear in here. Yeah. We are in the room. You're going to get the mic'd up sound. We've got the Neumann KM 184th here, mic'd up. This one doesn't have any electrics in it. That one does. Okay. Which we're going to come on to, I don't know.
Yeah, here's where it gets kind of complicated. So,
yes.
This is the Shadow L4020
Nanoflex.
Hex. Yeah, basically Nanoflex pickup system.
Yeah.
And it has individual, it has a pickup per string.
Yes.
Which means you can vary the output of each string, which is good because on a lot of undersaddle pickup systems, you often get a not very equal one string to string. One might be louder than the other. Usually because the slot's not cut very flat or it doesn't sit in there perfectly, whatever.
Yeah.
Some sort of aberration in
the string can be a
saddle
little bit out
material.
of it.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
But it is a common problem, so you get individual control. It goes further in that there's also pan control, which if you connect it at stereo, as we've done here, if you pan it all the way left, everything comes out mono.
Okay.
Pan it all the way right, the bass strings come out left.
Okay.
And the treble strings come out right, and the other strings are sort of balanced in between, so you get this stereo image.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's like having like a chorus on there, or effects, or I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll
being a traditionalist, mono is what I think a guitar should be, but I can see the idea.
Yes,
of it.
We will endeavour to demonstrate.
We'll see if we can make this sound so you can actually hear what we're talking about.
Because
it's going to be a bit difficult on YouTube with the stereo and all this.
Okay,
stuff,
so I've got it plugged in. I've got all the EQ to about sort of middle or thereabouts, and I'm going to go. I'm going to go mono sound in the middle, and then I'm going to go stereo sound, and we're going to see if we can make that work. We have absolutely no idea because we can't hear.
We can't hear it because it's all going into the
next room.
Into the next room in the studio when we're recording it. So hopefully you can hear the difference in that. But it is very clever. It's a good idea. Whoever would use that, I don't know, but it's available, which is great.
Yeah.
So that's good. And of course you can just put any pickup in here if you like. This
one doesn't have a pickup.
It doesn't have a pickup in it. So it's worth saying also that Patrick James Eggle, of course, got a big hand in these guitars. He does the bracing and the bolt-on neck joint. That's his design.
Yeah. So Patrick Eggle, who builds kind of very nice high-end acoustic and electric guitars, but more recently acoustic guitars.
Yeah.
Very beautiful high-end. He actually shares a facility with the same place where these are imported. A company called Barnes and Mullins is a distributor. They own the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick shares some of their space, and they have this arrangement where Patrick helps with design, helps with making sure the guitars are all as they should be in terms of setup and all of that. So Patrick had a hand in the design of the bracing, the neck joint, and has generally sort of breathed on these with a boutique guitar maker's view, which is another reason that I think they represent really good value for money. I just want to hear something. It's got a little bit of mid-push, but it's also kind of bright.
It's really bright.
Yeah.
Again, it's difficult.
For a parlour, I'd kind of expect a little more sort of honking mid, but it's actually, it's quite
very
pretty,
bright, yeah.
you know. So if you want to do all of that, well. And I would imagine.
Well, here we go, kids. Very nice.
It's got definitely maybe the strings are right brand new. There's definitely a zinginess there.
Yeah.
But if you want to play your pretty fingerstyle stuff and because quite a lot of parlour guitars have a very they have quite a mid-focused envelope to the sound.
Yeah. Definitely.
And you lose a lot of that sparkle, which is great if you're playing bluesy stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I think these are better suited to a more modern fingerstyle than they are to that kind of honking blues thing. Let's hear a bit of that one. Nice.
That's pretty. Sweet sound, man.
It's funny, isn't it? You can't always go with your preconceptions because that, to me, sounds like it's got the more mid. Is that a satin neck?
Yeah, this is a satin neck. Yeah, that might actually have got something to do. Well. That's another one, isn't it? Where you've got the satin finish and the lacquer finish, and what is polyurethane?
Polyurethane, yeah.
Yeah, because if it's a thick lacquer on it, it does something different to the sound. But
this is definitely not an overly thick finish. I mean, you can just about see the grain of the spruce there. Beneath.
Yeah.
So it's polyurethane tends to go on a bit thinner than, or at least I see a lot more thinner polyurethane finishes than I do polyester.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's a generalisation.
Again, yeah.
Anyway, it's not a thick finish, which is the point.
Yeah, which is it. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Nothing wrong with that. If you're looking for a small parlour guitar, reasonable priced, with a case as well.
Yeah, I think it's definitely on the modern side of the parlour voice.
Yeah, it's not like if you want to go and get one of the sort of more. We've talked about this before, that we're a traditionalist in a way, and a parlour guitar, a smaller body guitar definitely sounds different than this. This sounds more modern. Does that make sense to me?
Let me just do a bit of this a sec. If you kind of got that. it doesn't have that kind of throaty mid thing
No.
that like the more vintage style instruments have. And as such, I think it's better suited to your more modern, alternate tunings, all that business.
Exactly.
I don't think let's try that. That one sounds kind of more MIDI to me.
It does. It is also to me, even though again, your sound hole is pointing the wrong way for me. So. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, see now, if you were into that kind of thing, and you were probably into it, I think this is a better. This is a good guitar to play that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
because you get the zingy, high-endy thing.
And that's lovely, and that's your own creation, isn't it?
Yeah. You'll probably hear that in other things.
That's lovely. It's beautiful.
It's the set piece fingerstyle.
But I like it. It's great. We should have that as the intro.
And what we played some open E stuff earlier as well, didn't we?
That was you and Dadgad just then, yeah?
Yeah, that was Dadgad. This is open E.
How's it go? It's lovely. They definitely they're great for that sort of stuff on there. It's really good, man. That's really good. Great guitars. I mean, there you are. Alright guys, well that was the Faith Classic Burst Mercury.
Yes, FMSBYSBNC.
But there's so many numbers and
this is
anyway.
the Faith Eclipse Mercury Electric, FECMBNC, Scoop.
Stereo. Exactly. I was Pete.
I was Mick.
And this was Acoustic Paradiso on Andertons TV, and now we're gonna jam out in some blues form.
Ah, you can play the shaker.
Yeah. That's brilliant. You got. 2, 3, 4.